can. But I do have some things that I want to address before we do play some Minecraft. I want to play on a little bit of SOS today for a while and try to have some good vibes. I have a lot of people making demands of me right now, and I am certain that nothing I can do would please those people. I'm reading again because I write the things that I think down a lot. I'm a big write what I think person, and I just really need to organize it on a paper, so I'm reading over here. If you are expecting me to put my abuser before myself in terms of who to take care of right now, you will be very disappointed. I am not doing that. I need to prioritize myself right now. I have been sent horrible things since the first moment I spoke. The same people are not expecting the same of him to stop people from sending me porn, gore, death threats, and sexual assault threats. I cannot stress enough how much please do not click hidden replies. I am not trying to hide criticism. That is a lie. There is legitimate porn and gore. Do not click it. Because the priority for some people is not protecting anyone's mental health, it's protecting him, and I have done enough of that. And even still, I did ask for it to stop. I asked for everyone to stop because I personally believe these people likely come from or came from the same community, and it's not mine. I have never in my 10 plus years in content creation ever had something like that happen. I do not support it. Those people are not welcome here. I am blocking them all too. I am also blocking anybody spreading misinformation, even if you don't know it. I will not be replying to correct people. I have heard people say this happened 2, 3, and even 4 years ago. All of those are incorrect. This happened last year. We dated for the entirety of 2022 and then months into 2023, and the worst of it was at the end of the relationship last year. And not only that, I don't believe the amount of time matters at all. I will block anyone asking me why it took so long because I don't believe that anybody is asking me that question with good intentions. Mainly because I've already explained why. And if you at this point haven't watched my own VOD yourself, as well as Lexi's, because I believe both are very important and have everything I've actually said, then I believe you're not interested in the truth. Anyone saying it isn't real abuse, what I described, no offense, I'm going to believe my therapists on this one. I have been seeing them longer than him. I will block anyone I want because I can do whatever I want with my Twitter account, and I am protecting myself. I truly don't believe these people care about me, and I feel I have every right to block anybody I believe is coming at me in bad faith. Asking why I didn't take it to court, why I waited so long, why I don't have text messages is all bad faith in my opinion. If you can't come up with any reasons yourself why a domestic abuse victim might not want to take things to court, I cannot have a conversation with you. And I was never the one to claim to have text messages. I don't even know what I would have in a text. I have seen people tag me in photos of me from the past saying you were dating at this point. Where are the bruises? And I was literally tagged in a photo. If you go on Instagram of when that photo was posted, it is 4 photos before I had ever been to England. So these people are not doing this with good intentions or with seeking truth at all. They are just trying to make me look like a liar at any cost. Anyone arguing back and forth whether the biting was consensual are falling for a misdirection. I said myself at the very beginning of my stream that the biting was not the problem. I was okay with being bit. I was not okay with being hurt. If there were to be any proof, I would need it to be proved that I was okay with being hurt, caused physical harm. I was not okay with it. The very existence of the safe word proves he was too often biting too hard. Every friend that ever spent any time with us was told by him himself why we needed a safe word exactly. He kept biting too hard. And in my opinion, what was expressed to me from somebody else, if it is repetitive, daily, it is intentional. And if you think that the safe word was consent, I would argue I was coerced into agreeing to a safe word because I was told the purpose of the safe word was so that I would be hurt less, and I was then hurt more. It had become weaponized. There wasn't a time anymore where I was being bit and I didn't need to use it every day. And then even on a few occasions, biting after I used the safe word. Even if it was just one time that he kept biting me after I said the safe word, in fact, multiple times biting me even harder, that is assault immediately. It is a complete abuse of trust, even once. And if you think all of our mutual friends who knew us both intimately in private are supporting me blindly, you aren't being honest. I don't know how. You wouldn't assume people we spent every day with wouldn't know more than you about this situation. You are not entitled to everything that everybody knows. Not everybody is ready to share their stories and experiences, but they have all asked you to support me, and that is not blind. What is blind is pretending that all they have to go off of is my word alone. Let's not ignore the boys who said themselves that they have witnessed him manipulate them and their friends, all of which who were 18 at the time, by the way. I am not the only one. Give them time before you start calling me a lying whore, perhaps. I didn't coordinate this because I didn't know how many more people had experiences to share. I actually didn't know biting was something that had happened before me until after I spoke about it. I didn't know. That's why I needed to do it. I'm sorry that everything couldn't conveniently come out all at the same time. Everyone who knew us both mutually have come together in solidarity and asked you to support me, and I am asking you to listen to all of them too. It's not just me. Continuing to pretend that it isn't helpful. And if all of that isn't enough for you, then you're just going to have to not believe me. And I didn't expect everyone to. That doesn't mean I owe anything to every person who calls me a liar. But if you are mad that more people are believing me and you don't agree, that sounds like a you problem. They have made up their minds themselves, just as you have, and I am not trying to change your mind. What I endured was so much more than just slobbishness and disrespect. It's offensive to downplay it that much. And in my opinion, the most obvious thing to me is that the apology is not genuine at all. If it was, I would have been referred to by name, simply. I believe at bare minimum, a requirement for a sincere apology is to say the name of who you are speaking to. I think by not saying my name, that can only be done out of disrespect. That's what I believe. To me, it completely contradicts any claim to have changed. And I proved on stream that he's lied, even if just that one time. I felt that was a big deal. Shubble Support Squad, you have been my rock through all of this. I am trying to do the right thing. And I do believe so deeply that this needed to happen to protect people. I'm only sorry that I couldn't protect everyone else because there were more people hurt after me. And I am sickened by what he did. I truly believe my soul is healed beyond him, but unfortunately, my mind and my body are not, and that will take more time. Your brain chemistry changes when you live through something like this. And I'm going to try to play Minecraft and pretend my life has peace for a moment, because it won't for a while. But it will. And I'm going to try and find my way to happiness. And if you don't like the way that that looks, then I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to disappoint you. I have to put my mental health first. Thank you again for listening. I did write this all out because I like to put a lot of thought into what I say. It feels really, really important. Especially, for example, when apologizing, I think that's the bare minimum. I think that's the least I could do with respect to the situation. I can't be a perfect victim in everybody's books, but many people are saying that I should stop victimizing myself. So I'm going to play Minecraft. And that's what we're going to do. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. This has been very, very challenging. And not at all what I expected. But in so many wonderful ways too. I feel like I should explain this because I think some people don't believe me. For the last year, the way that I'm on Twitter is different than how I ever used to be. I do not, literally strictly do not scroll For You page. So for the last year, anytime that if I was being talked about on Twitter, and I know that I was from word of mouth from friends, hand on God, I didn't see a word of it. That is for my mental health. I do not scroll For You. I do not look for people talking about me. And so I just do not see when those things are happening at all. It has been the best decision to not scroll For You on my Twitter. I just have to be tagged. I don't see anything about anything. I'm really only on Twitter for following, mentions, and hashtag Shovel Support Squad. Sincerely it's how I spend every night. I have never seen such beautiful art, and I just have never felt so, just, if that's the way that you see me, I don't know. So you guys are so talented too. I don't know. There's so many people. I don't want to cry anymore, though. I will, though. My cat's over here, though. Her coat of fur has seen a lot of my tears through the years. Yeah, I also hit 1 million subscribers. That wasn't something I expected to happen out of all of this. People saying my channel was dying before, I think is funny because I have been around for such a long time that those periods of dying, if that's how you look at things on YouTube, we just disagree on the fundamentals of content creation, because that's just kind of, that's life as a long-term content creator, completely not a concern to me at all. But I had just made a return to YouTube before I did my stream, and it was immediately successful. I couldn't have imagined it would be so successful. I really didn't expect it to be before all of this. But my community was so ready to welcome me back already. I couldn't have been happier with my welcome from my community on YouTube. And I will continue to make my YouTube videos. I have plans to release New Life the movie, Afterlife the movie, QSMP Purgatory the movie. I've decided I'm actually just going to dump all of that into a movie for you to watch because it's just easier that way. Witchcraft the movie. We love movies in this house. Yeah. I just want everyone to remember that we are stronger together. No one will make me feel bad about how long it took me to get to 1 million subs. No one will make me feel bad about how old I am. No one's going to make me feel bad about those things. I would just have to be insecure to feel bad about those insults. And I think to make them, you have to feel insecure too. It kind of has to come from an insecure mindset. I just don't think that way. Probably because I'm 30. I'm literally jamming out to my own music right now, and I'm still trying to figure out how to... Why is this happening? Oh my god. I would like to do some fun little things in Minecraft for a little bit today.
This next topic is very difficult for me to process. And it's an extremely sensitive thing. And I was waiting for the correct time for me, but that can wait no longer. And I need to let everyone know that Wilbur is no longer a part of the QSMP. Lastly, I want to thank everyone for their patience. This year has been very turbulent for me, and I'm going to be very open. It's been one of the saddest years of my life. I'm trying to move forward and give everyone the best version of myself, and I'm very, very sorry if I've disappointed you. But nonetheless, I gotta keep moving forward, and I'm gonna keep working hard, and I'm going to do what's right.
Hey guys. I'm sure many of you know Shelby came forward about the abuse she had suffered at the hands of Wilbur during their relationship. After watching her stream last week myself and Kristen immediately reached out in DMs to show our support. As you can imagine, I am deeply saddened by all this. I'm struggling even now to put this all into words, so I ask that you please support Shelby and other victims, and I will still do my best to make my streams a safe space for everyone. Believe victims always.
Dude, I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But fellas, all right? I want today's stream to be focused on good vibes. There's a big elephant in the room. And if I seem a little bit on edge and like a little bit out of it, I gotta talk about it. You know me. I've just gotta, you know what? So if you're wondering why I haven't spoken about it sooner, it's because I was waiting for Wilbur to say anything about anything, and I was informed about this like a few minutes before going live, so forgive me if I don't have my thoughts 100% clear in my head, but I read through it and like, bro, I made me so angry. I actually couldn't fucking believe it. Like, I'm like, holy shit. Like, sorry, it's scared me fucking, Chaz, you don't need to spam fucking hearts, bro. Knock that shit off. Like, no, all I'm saying is like, look, you might think I have a very biased perspective when it comes to it comes to this kind of stuff. No, but like, truth be told, the amount of times I've spoken to Wilbur in private could be counted on maybe 2 hands. And yeah, I'm not biased in this. I think that response was vile. I'm like, how the hell can you make, like, how the hell can like this be about you, bro? Like, I literally don't want to say. I want to make something very clear. There is this is, if anyone in this channel or any viewer in this stream, hell, can I have 3 seconds? If any chatter in this stream or any person in this like community ever thinks about defending domestic abuse or anything like that, or anything in that vein, or anything that fucking serious, all right? You have no place here. And I want you to unfollow and I want you to leave. And I really highly suggest, if you want the full context, go watch Shelby's VOD. Go watch Shelby's VOD, because this is literally not about me. This isn't about anyone else but Shelby. So go watch that, all right? And yeah. And also, if you want more context, I know Lexi did a stream as well, which provided a lot more context. No, yeah. So I just wanted to get that out there, all right? And make my position very, very well known. But again, it's not about me, all right? And I can't make that clear enough. And I think that response was so fucking unbelievable and was like, holy shit. Holy shit. There is 0 redeemable qualities. There is no, like, even 1% of me that would give a benefit of a doubt. Like, that's, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So, go look at that yourself. I'm sorry that I took a bit of a serious turn at the start of the stream. I was, like, in my mind, in the start of the stream, if I seemed a little out of it, I was trying to formulate my words in my head because I'm not the most vocal, let's say the least. But I was like, dude, I read that like literally while the stream was on starting soon, and I couldn't believe it. Yeah. That's all I've got to say. There you go. That's the elephant in the room. That's the elephant in the room. I think I've said everything I wanted to say.
This is not some petty drama. This is not some Twitter thing. I'm not putting my voice into drama that is just a stupid little thing that's gonna blow over tomorrow. This is abuse. There are victims involved in this, and you guys are treating it like it's Twitter drama. It's not. This is a serious thing. Stop acting like this is something that's gonna be blown over within a week. Stop saying Wilbur is cancelled. He's not cancelled. He's an abuser. He has done shit things. It is a crime. It is a bad thing. This is not a cancellation. This is not someone that's just getting cancelled by Twitter. Fucking hell. I swear to God, there's some people online that could watch someone literally murder someone and they'd be like, oh, wow, now he's getting cancelled? You guys throw around that word way too fucking much. This isn't a Twitter thing. This is real life. This is someone's life. And if you've read the apology that was put out today, you will know that wasn't an apology. It was an attempt. Shit one. But Jesus fucking Christ, open your eyes, you assholes, okay?
You all are aware of the stuff that's went down with Wilbur, as am I. And I apologize that I've been a few days. Will is someone I've known for a very, very long time, and none of my experiences with him were ever been anything like what's been detailed. And do not mistake, I stand with Shelby 100%. I support her all the way. I'm not saying it's just a shock. You know what I mean? Like all this stuff that I've heard over the past few days from not only her, but the people in the replies saying what they experienced. I just didn't know that any of that was going on. And it's obviously been incredibly shocking. So, you know, I apologize for not saying very much. Given that that is the case, I don't really have, beyond saying that I support Shelby fully and condemn what Will has done and his apology for being frankly disappointing. He's done some bad stuff, clearly. All I want to say is go support Shelby and other victims of this sort of behavior.
Sort of having my own sort of like stuff about it in a way. But again, always support, you know, victims, because it's very much just like I could not imagine just like having to like handle like, you know, not only going through just a terrible situation, but then also potentially having, you know, the added variable of the internet as well. And I am so extremely proud for the people that have and people that have talked about it. Yeah. I just wanted to say that as well, that, you know, you're gonna have time, all right, to sort of like, you know, see, you know, how everyone will sort of handle this in a way. But the main thing to do right now, all right, instead of, you know, being like, here's a list of people that haven't said anything, here's a list of people that have said anything, just fucking support, all right, the people that have been directly affected. All right, spend your time doing that instead. All right, I want to make that very, very fucking clear. Okay, spend your energy, spend your time doing that instead of looking into it, instead of like, you know, just like doing like all this, like just, you know, unnecessary things of just keeping track of everything in a way, because everyone will handle it in their own way. And you can, of course, make your decision on whether or not you believe that to be, you know, the right or wrong thing. Okay, there's definitely ways that, you know, I would handle it specifically, but there's definitely ways that other people would handle it in a way. All right, and that's up to your judgment with that. But that's the main thing. Instead of making all of these like statements being like, oh, I hope that, you know, blah 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 talks about this, or I hope that blah 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 talks about this. It's just support. That's all. That's my thing that I wanted to say. I'm sorry if any of it was misworded. I literally, like, again, I wasn't really expecting to like make a thing. I wish I was able to put more thought into it. But yeah, that's the main thing. All right, because I can assure you that you definitely would not want someone to feel like they sort of have to say something or else in this type of situation, because it could take, you know, like time in a way. Obviously, there are good ways of handling it, bad ways of handling it, but the main thing, again, just support the people that have been affected. That should be your number one priority. All right. So thank you guys. All right. Thank you guys for listening to that. We've got a good stream. And thank you guys as well. I want to make it clear, I'm okay. I'm doing all right, but again, I don't want to put myself into it anymore. All right, because it is not about me in any way. All right? I want to make that very, very clear. And please do not, like, you know, it's, yeah. I'll maybe one day, like, you know, make a little, like, long Tumblr post about it or something, but that's all I wanted to say on it for now. Just support. That's the main thing. And there have been people that I've seen supporting and everything, and it's very, yeah. All right. That is my statement. That is what I wanted to say. Again, I wish I was able to, like, think through it more, so I'm kind of just, like, rambling a bit, but yeah, definitely just take care of yourselves, take care of others, and, you know, focus on supporting the victims especially. But we have a good stream. We have a good stream today.